What's going on, everybody? It's Alex Fishbein back again with another Fish's Friday rant. And this week we got a little bit of a quick hitter for you. We are talking a few things here about things that shouldn't be stories. We're talking about things that maybe we should start questioning. And we're talking about possible changes to certain games. Now, let's jump right into it. Things that should not be stories. 1. This whole JaVale McGee, Shaq and Shaq and a Fool thing, this should not be a story. 1, JaVale McGee has done a lot of stupid and weird stuff that could be featured on a blooper-like show that makes everybody laugh. Every single person that watches basketball, I guarantee you, has laughed at Shaq and a Fool when JaVale McGee has done something dumb in past seasons. Now, sure, he hasn't really done that many things this season. He's on the Golden State Warriors, one of the best teams in the league. And so, obviously, you're going to have more confidence when you're on the best team in the league. So when Shaq is saying, hey, now that you're on a good team, you're going to act like you're a player. I understand where Shaq's coming from because, yes, when you're on this good of a team, you're going to naturally have more confidence. Anyway, besides that, also, Shaq putting JaVale McGee on there for all of his old stuff on Shaq and a Fool was also kind of dumb. There was no need for it. You can find plenty of other players that are doing stupid stuff in the NBA right now, and you could have put them on the show. So, it goes both ways. This shouldn't be a story. Number 2 on shouldn't be a story. This whole Lonzo Ball's dad saying that Lonzo Ball is going to be better than Steph Curry, saying that he should be the #1 pick, saying that he should get all these endorsements bigger than Jordan, bigger than Nike, bigger than Adidas, whatever it may be. This is all stupid. Okay, 1, it's a dad being overconfident in his son. It's a dad being proud of his son and his accomplishments, yes, but it also is a dad being a little bit ridiculous here. Now, okay, who's not to say Lonzo Ball may end up being better than Steph Curry? He may end up with a lot of endorsements, but to come out and blatantly say that right now is ridiculous. And I understand, hey, you're a father, you got confidence in your son. I respect that. I understand that. But let's leave this, not to throw around the media the whole time. You can keep that kind of stuff, on your own. Let's stop making this whole thing into a story, especially with that whole thing about, oh, he's only going to go to the Lakers. And then you had to quick correct that and say, well, I hope he goes to the Lakers, but that's not the only place he's going to go. Just stop. This whole thing should not be something that we keep seeing reports on, that we keep seeing stories on. This should be something like, yeah, he said that. They want to be in LA. That's kind of cool. Oh, he thinks he can shoot threes like Steph Curry. Hey, maybe he will. Stop saying this as if it's he's guaranteeing it. Stop saying this as if oh, if he's wrong, it's going to be the end-all, be-all of the entire basketball universe. No, it's not going to be any of that. It's just dumb, and it shouldn't be a story. Now, one that, okay, I can understand being a story, but it's still very dumb on the player's part, Amar'e Stoudamire. Why, you come out, say these homophobic comments, you say that, if a gay player was on your team, that you would make sure you're changing, across the street and taking a different route to the game. And then the reporter asks you, is this supposed to be a joke? And you go, well, there's truth in every joke. And then later on, a couple days later, say, oh, those were meant to be jokes. If this was meant to be a joke, you could have straight up said right then and there, hey, it's supposed to be a joke. And that would have been I guess that's kind of funny, but it wasn't really even that funny. So, either way you roll it, it's dumb. That's just where that's at. Now, things we should be able to question. I asked this on Twitter a little bit ago, and I said, when is it the right time to question a team's training staff? Obviously, I'm talking about the Sixers with how many injuries they've had, with the Ben Simmons injury, with the Joel Embiid injury, with the injuries that Okafor has gone through. with the injuries that Noel had, when they took on Andrew Bynum, etc. They have had the same head trainer for like pretty much a decade, a little bit over a decade now. So it's been a decade. You've got all these guys, and you've gotten the trainer to sign off on a trade with Bynum, like, hey, his knees will be fine. Well, we saw how that ended up. You got a trainer to be like, hey, Noel's going to be fine. And for the most part, after that first year, he was. You got the trainer to sign off on this whole Embiid thing. Okay, waited 2 years, came back, he started playing, got hurt again. He tore his meniscus, and you're going to throw him out there and play him against Houston in national TV. I understand he was begging to play. I understand it's national TV, so you want to look good. But this is your star player. You throw him out there and let him play, and then find later on that the meniscus tear is a little bit more severe than you thought it was. But you still let him play when you knew there was an injury, but you didn't exactly know exactly how severe it was. That should be a huge red flag on the training staff's part. Then you throw in the whole thing about Ben Simmons, and you throw in the fact that, he was supposed to be ready to go by February. They got a scan back, and supposedly everything was clean. It's like they reported on the Sixers website that everything was clean. He should be able to resume rehab and training and things like that. And then it was like, well, his recovery just hasn't gone as planned, and now, we can't really throw him into training anymore, and he's out for the season. I thought you said it was supposed to be February. And I thought you said the reports were clean. So, which was it now? But the common denominator between this whole thing has been the training staff. That has been the common denominator, because the ownership has changed, GMs have changed, coaches have changed, all of that kind of stuff. Different players with these issues. And the common denominator is the medical staff. So at this point in time, I'll ask you guys, at this point in time, is it okay to question the training staff? Now, the last little bit, apparently, Chris Paul went to Adam Silver and talked about changing the All-Star game to make it more competitive. And I say, thank you. Please make the All-Star game more competitive. It is more fun to watch when the game is more competitive. Like, these guys are pretty much having a dunk contest during the game and then just jacking up threes. That's pretty much all it was. And if I want to watch a dunk contest, I'll watch the dunk contest that weekend. I don't want to watch the dunk contest again after the dunk contest in a game of 5-on-5 where it's supposed to be an actual game with 4 quarters, and you're just going to prolong this whole thing with dunks all around and, guys dropping like 50-some points, because where's the defense? Nowhere. Not there. Even the guys who are usually like the top defenders, as in Kawhi Leonard, you can see they don't even get in the game much because they don't really care about it. Because if this game isn't competitive, if you're not trying and you're one of those players who gets after it on defense, why would you want to if they're not playing defense? It's stupid, so that should also be changed. And thank you, Chris Paul, for actually going to Adam Silver and saying, hey, we need to make the All-Star game more competitive. Thank you. Anyway, that's it for me, guys. I will see you guys next week with another Fish's Friday Rant. Definitely check out our website, basketballsocietyonline.com, and check us out on Twitter at @bballsociety_. Also, we're on Instagram at basketballsociety_, and on Facebook as well. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys next week. Peace.